And welcome back here for our final best of three of the day. Of course, gonna be finishing off just as strong, I feel like, here with an exciting matchup in between a team who, again, I guess kind of in a similar fashion, maybe lesser stakes and less land performances, but at least consistent victories. Finishing off last season fantastically, it's Bait. Versus Sinners, who have obviously come into this next season of Counter-Strike here off the player break, making some changes, making some adjustments, and trying to build back a firm foundation here. And, it feels like, for me, both of these teams looking to lean in strong. I feel like Sinners have always been able to bring cool new pieces, but with the Bait additions, with the Bait changes they've made here, it just feels like this roster's built up so much success so incredibly quick.
I mean, we like Bait around here a fair bit. They're a banger team.
Big fans, yeah.
Yeah, they ended the last season with a lot of success. A lot of that came down to a player that actually you wouldn't expect to have stepped up massively. It was Captain Kurtka, who was the big X factor that really allowed them to finish that season high. But of course, right, it's kind of been an upward trajectory for the team ever since Headtrick joined the team. Immediately afterward, right, they win their first CCT, NPL performs insanely well, Headtrick's doing well, and then Alex is pretty damn good himself, and then you have a solid anchor as well in Essential, but Captain Kurtka was the big... I guess the X factor, right, in this team, I think is the best way to say it. Right, if he's having a great day and the rest are doing very well, I hate to say it, but I think you're not going to have a good time. You're just not going to enjoy the game.
Yeah, I mean,
it just feels like that.
He has been Mr. Consistent, right? He's always been there for the squad. He plays either a support role or he plays a super aggro role, depending what they need out of him. And, you know, you can tell sometimes if Headtrick is not hitting his shots, if MPL is having a hard time. Captain Kurtka has always stepped up. Every single time we watch Bait, he has been the man to observe when it comes down to crucial moments, and it seems like he keeps the coolest head of all. And yeah, I feel like this squad is going places. Like, they're really just, you know, they kind of have an astronomical rise, and I just hope they don't stop, because this squad is damn dangerous to play against, and I'm loving what they did with it. MPL is leading by example, and then Headtrick, as I said, you know, if he's not hitting his shots,
you got Alex, you got Essential, and obviously at the very end, the man himself, Captain Kurtka, and Bait. Today, I expect nothing but a clear victory, to be fair.
You know what I feel like Captain Kurtka could use? A belated birthday gift. He turned 25 yesterday.
Oh.
Aw.
Well.
Happy birthday, belated.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, let's see if they can get that done. But as you said as well, the other team, Sinners, making a little bit of a reconstruction since they've been shuffling their roster for a little bit now. But after the break, this is what it looks like. Seems like this is what they're going to be sticking with, and it did look pretty good as well before the player break with Mikey and Marisco in.
Yeah. I'm definitely with you. It feels like I was happy to see them, especially in that Swiss stage. You know, I really enjoyed watching them play out and have some success here. I'm hoping that they can maybe continue that. But like you said, Bait's an incredible competitor to go up against to start things off. All that being said, I believe we have vetoes ready that we should be able to lock on in here for you all and see where we're going to be playing in terms of the battleground. See where we're going to be starting things off. For me, again, map pool's looking very strong for Bait as well in this this head-to-head. They have the reps, they have the experience, and they have Mirage to start things off, which is obviously a very exciting affair there. Inferno as well, picked up by Sinners. You know, Bait, they don't do too much losing, as we've seen from CCTs in the past. And maybe there's less reps on this map, but they don't lose this map all that often either. So, the vetoes here just really leaning into them getting their strong suit maps. I mean,
yeah,
it's either comfort or it's just like consistent wins for them.
I mean,
yeah, I mean that's the power of having 7 maps you can play.
That's the power of
like
having
some of them maybe
pool.
you don't play as much, like you said, but they still play them all.
Exactly.
Like they started flexing Vertigo right before Dust 2 was kind of introduced back into the pool. They haven't played it that much, but they still haven't lost it, right? It's still a map that they can play. But they choose not to. It's a choice they make, right? They can maybe every now and then they want to play it, they pull it out against the team, let them float it, but
I think
it's still an honestly very strong veto overall that they can have against any team, which just makes them very strong.
Yeah, and Vertigo comes when they're feeling like, okay, you know, we might go up against a team that is really bad on Vertigo, and we know we're good enough, but we haven't practiced, so let's try it, right? But beyond that, you got Mirage, you got Inferno, you got Nuke. I mean, you got the trio, the triplet that is insanely good for bait.
They are absolutely fantastic on Mirage. They've got a pretty damn good statistic for it at 61% win rate, at 28 maps played.
You go Inferno, which is just insane for bait. Like, I think it's possibly their best map if you don't count the 100% win rate on Vertigo. And then, you know, you got Nuke, which again has been a staple map for bait. They really have been solid. And as Nexus has already said, their map pool is complete. There is no lack in it. There's no want in it. Whatever you want to play, they'll be ready for it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good news. I will say here, it is going to be interesting to see how they fare up. Just a small hiccup more so on Mirage for this squad. They have been struggling just a little bit on this map in terms of at least completing the wins. It's a 3-loss streak heading into this, you know, outside of this player break. But for me, it feels like it's pretty easy to swipe aside, right? You know, wipe that memory clean. You knew you were coming close here, and this is a perfect opportunity to kind of strike back here.
I feel like that, yeah. And honestly, looking at the veto, looking at the games, and looking at the stats, what are we feeling here overall? Like, I gotta ask you two, like, what's your, you know, obviously, you know what I'm gonna say. Nexus definitely knows. Exner, you might not have as much of an idea, but you know I'm gonna go for bait. So I wanna hear what you two are gonna be
you
on
already
about.
spoiled it as well. You did say it already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you all. I'm glad that I'm not alone in the debate enjoyers here because I've loved watching this roster grow. Since the addition of Hetrick, this roster's just really skyrocketed into, or I guess even I could say back more so into relevancy once again in terms of like this team. I think, in my opinion, is going to be able to, if they can complete and continue this online success, be a roster that contends for an RMR position potentially, and that's not an easy task here with as competitive field as what European Counter-Strike brings to the table.
Yeah, I mean, I also fall in the very same boat as well. I just think they're more consistent, they're better, and Sinners haven't had as much time, right? Sure, they've looked better than the low we saw them in, let's say, 2 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago. It was looking really bad for them. But afterward, like, a month ago-ish, when they kind of settled into their roster, Sinners have started to look better, yes, but I don't think they have what it takes to beat Bay today. All in on Captain Ahab's ship here.
I mean, look. Let's be fair. Look, Sinners, they got the, you know, they got the experience. They got Beastic, they got Shock, you know, they got Oscar. They got players that have been playing for as long as some of the, you know, some of bait players have been even touching the PC mouse and keyboard. But point is, the youngsters are here now, right? Young players that are hungry for victories, that have been on an astronomical rise, as I said before, that have really been individually some of the best that we've seen out of you know, academy teams, academy players being pulled together into a squad that initially we all had doubts about, and then they come out with the 7-map deep pool. You know, they come up with the performances that we've seen, with the victories they've pulled up in series. I believe what it was, series 3 and 5. I wanna.
Yes, wasn't it? Yeah.
I believe it was 3 and 5. Correct me on that, because, you know, mind is always jumbled with that. But point is, they have been
2 and 5.
2 and 5. Thank you.
2.
They have been an unstoppable force. Whoever they faced against has had a lot of issues trying to go up against them head to head in terms of firepower. So Sinners, I think the only way of them winning is either outmatching them in mind, or you know, kind of outplaying them team wise, or they're just going to be absolutely dominated. I just don't see any other way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna back you there and say that there's gonna be two challenges that I can say for bait there for sure. Like you said, there's a lot of experience on the center side, but you know, when you have Oscar, he can be a player. I know it's tough to really lean on him still to this day, but I've watched him in the Swiss stage, have the capabilities of taking over games. So, it feels like if he can do that and he can catch a hat trick on an off day, there's some opportunities, there's some chances. But we'll get to see that in the server, guys. Again, take it away as we kick off our last best of 3 of the day.
Kicking it off in style on Mirage. Ready for some carnage.
Woo, Mirage,
That's
man.
a good way to put it.
It is. It's
Let's
an
end the day on
AX.
a high.
Let's see it. The heat is high for sure, and the AC is blowing, but it ain't helping. Let's see Sinners how they hold on. Shock already gets shocked in the head as he's down to 16. And it's going to be a 5v5 retake of the A site. Morisco, one of the fresher additions to the squad alongside Mikey, are trying their best, but they absolutely get shut down in CT. It leaves Morisco and Bistik, as that will be the quick finisher. And that is going to be bait 1-0 already. Beastic hunting for exits. I think he gets one, possibly anticipated. Nope, not. Oh, that's a shame. He does get head trick, possibly Captain Kirka. No, never mind. Pretty
Are
straightforward.
are the Sinners boys actually on a boot camp?
Ooh, I would.
Yeah, is there someone standing behind Beastic?
I would
I'm
imagine
gonna make
as much.
guess.
Yeah.
If we see more of their cameras, I feel like yes. Yeah, they look to be that way currently. Getting word. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, thank God. It's a good thing.
starting off the new season fresh, and yeah, that
Love it.
everyone's in the same place. It looks like.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good sign. I mean, that already gives me more hope for Sinners overall. Boot camps are always...
Yeah, a little bit. That extra 5%.
Yeah, but I mean, every percent helps, so let's see how this actually spins out as we go into round number 2. Oscar starting off strong. The rest with Galil's on bait, surprisingly enough. They've opted for multiple utilities instead of the AK. The one man with the AK, of course, dies in the house. And Oscar will win another duel. This is massive. Oscar, like I said, brain over brawn.
That also is the bomb. I don't know why it's going in alone.
Likewise, no idea.
Essential though. Beautiful one. Looking for Morisco. The timing will get him. And this is putting things in a little bit of an awkward position for both Bait and Sinners. Because Sinners have left the bomb. They don't know how much control anyone actually has now. Or where Sinners are going. Because it's fully gone quiet on that CT side. Holding shift. Both rotating toward the A side. Little bit of uncertainty. But for Bait it seems like they're making the right call at least. And Sinners, they realize, yeah, there's not much toward the A side. They'll just save what they have.
Still pretty big. I mean, they got the AK.
Yeah, I mean, Oscar as well, he's got a 5.7 Art Eagle, I think. He can drop over
Yep.
towards someone, maybe Mikey as well as a pistol. Maybe they can go to ramp, get one there as well, I'm not sure. They can still have a decent chance to at least deal damage in the next round, to get a couple of kills, maybe someone pops off.
I mean, we're expecting Morisco and Mikey, right, to step up.
I mean, a little bit, yeah. I mean, I feel like it's hard to go back in time before the player break because they had so many different lineups or ideas in mind. There was one without Shock for a few days or a few days games, I don't know. Then he's back. Then Morisco wasn't there for a day. Mikey wasn't there. It felt like they didn't know what they were doing, who was playing on what day.
Yeah, we had Ice.
So I'm happy to at
many
least
times,
know that
yeah.
we have a team that we can look at and know that these are the 5 now.
Yeah, exactly.
So I want to focus on what we see from now on, right? The player break as well, the time off for them. I don't know how much time off they would actually take, but
I think it's a
maybe a
similar...
little bit, right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the older you get, the more time you're going to take for yourself, but at this point, looking as a fresh team, right? Looking at this as a team that's just basically started before the player break, I feel like they haven't taken too much time for themselves, that they've mostly been focused on cracking and preparing for the new season. And it makes sense. Again, there's a lot to prove, right? Beastic and Oscar, it's been a while since we've seen them in their proper prime. We haven't seen a lot of wins out of Sinners in the last few, let's say, last 2
Months.
months. You know,
Yeah.
it's been a bit lessened.
Post EPL season
18,
17, 16, I don't know what
yeah,
it was.
something
yeah,
like that.
17, 18, whatever, around there.
So
Hadn't been too much.
no, I mean those are the facts. Unfortunately, right? We gotta go with the facts always. And you know, I'm still a fan of Sinners. Don't get me wrong. Even if I've proclaimed my, you know, chances for bait. The fact is, bait right now are the hot thing on the market. They're the fresh squad that everybody is kind of fearing because of what they bring to the server. It's not only a great mind in MPL leading the squad, it's also the fact that everybody is really good individually. Like, no joke. Captain Kurtka might be, I believe, weakest in terms of statistics overall.
Essential, actually.
Essential? Ah, fair enough. Well, it's Essential that's the weakest.
By 0.01.
But he, like, just look at his KST, right? Kills, assists, and the work. Like, this man has had
Kills, survival trades. Yeah.
Yeah, like this man's KST is still higher than that of Oscar, even though Oscar is the highest rated player on Sinners, I believe, for example, right? And what I'm trying to get at here is the weakest players of Bait is almost stronger than the best player of Sinners. So there's a lot of that conversation of, okay, how do Sinners intend to take this on? And this is where, you know, also the discussion can come in for the veto. We got Mirage first, which you and I and everybody who's played CS has played a million times over, and there is literally not much that you can invent on the map. And then on the second, obviously being Inferno, this is where perhaps I feel like Sinners can be the surprise factor, can take Bait down a notch. But again, it's going to come down to not just the mind, but the body as well. And, well, so far, gun round is here. Let's stop yapping. Let's see what the hell Sinners have prepared for us. Oscar on the op. And we have ourselves an A execution again. Bait wasting no time in this take.
Decent util to slow down the T's a little bit at least. By a couple extra seconds for the smokes to fade, and when the CT side of Sinners get closer. Good flashbang, good double kill. Marisco. Big fight and a big assist as well from Oscar. The flashbang was set up from the short all the way. All the way to success. And with that, Bait suddenly left on just 2 plays. Captain Dakota's got a head trick. That shows what they're made of. We've already talked plenty about them, so let's see if they can pull off some quick action here. One man in CT, the back spotted barely. Head trick nades instead. Barely any damage. Molotov as well to go out. They really want to force the fight on Mikey. But a smoke down. HE to go. That again deals more damage, but they're just forced into fights. They're not happy with. Shot collects himself 3k. And the Sinners, they deal with this really damn well. It's that initial Molotov. The flashbang support from Oscar that allows Marisco 2 kills as well. Bait were never really allowed any access toward that side. It was just well put by Sinners in the counter utility side of things.
Yeah, the flash is beautiful there from Oscar, right? Morisco allowed to take 2 shots for free. Mikey starting off from stairway as well. Everything kind of coalescing into this great shutdown, and Bait, they'll feel the pressure a little bit at least. We've got
A Tech 9 on Alex, the rest with a very depleted buy. The op on head trick helps, but as I said, utility is going to be an issue. Oscar. Scoped it to lower. Oh. Alex fully blinded. Hello. Tech 9 in hand. Runs out. Terminator style. Mikey. Looking to challenge from window, but denied. Break open the smoke. Or boost into ladder.
Like, thinking about it, they do blow it up, and apparently in a minute that's where Alex finds himself one. And on the B side, there is just one. B-Stick up against the world. Let's see what he's got here. Takes the shot immediately. 1 and 2. That's plenty out of his position, but unfortunately, it's the end of the round.
Yeah.
Only Shock Alive 1v3 in this case shouldn't be happening and will not be. was more needed from the very get-go, but Alex, he found himself that first kill in mid, second and third apparently, all three falling to him. He did plenty, and he's even got to take care of Shock to make sure that AWP gets taken back, or taken away from the CT hands. Not going to be allowed to save a 4K for Alex. And a 4th round for Bait. Coincidence? I think so. Okay, yeah, that's also the first kill as well we saw. The Tech 9 going crazy. Yeah, I forgot that's how the round even started, by the way. It's the fact that he had a Tech 9.
The fact that he has a
Takes
Tech
up a
9 and
4K.
does that, yeah. I also want to mention, behind Beastie here, we see Tom Case, their coach of Sinners. Also,
You want to say that again? Pronounce the name again?
Tom Case. Yeah?
That feels very wrong.
I don't know how Tom Case?
Yeah, that's how I've been imagining and saying it. If someone knows, please let us know. Is it Keys or Case?
Well, Beastick, he delivers.
He's on the
That's
case.
what matters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Behind is the brains. These stick also the brains and the brawn at times.
Let's see. It's gonna be an A play though. We got Hetrick coming out with the op from Palace. I'm not sure why he's the only one in Palace, or why is he in Palace at all instead of putting a rifle there. Puts him in grave danger. Mikey's already challenging from T-base, so they've got all the info they need. And a double
Hetrick
setup
has a
under
Molotov
Palace. Is there...
Essential as well, but
gonna
they're
be
going for full-on contact play, it seems.
Yeah, they're not gonna throw it.
You say that.
Oh, they don't
Depends
even
which zone
check
you're
it.
talking about.
Ay, 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 ay.
Oh,
That's-
Alex still gets 2.
I mean,
He's cooking again.
he's cooking, but he's about to be cooked himself.
Burned.
Yeah, burnt to a crisp. If you want it well done, you got well burned.
Yeah, I managed to make some congratulations a while back. It was completely charred.
Oh god.
I left the grill for 2 minutes while I was sending some other stuff to the cabin floors, and I came back. It was over.
Now I know that you won't be grilling when you visit, because I'll be grilling for you. Don't worry, I'm the grill master.
Man, it was 2 minutes, not
It
even.
doesn't
I
matter.
left.
2 minutes, you left the grill, man. Cardinal sin number 1: never leave the grill.
Man, the grill meister's gonna be so sad. That's me.
I am already.
Great. They're chilling here.
Yeah.
They're wasting time chilling and chilling about.
French pause, effectively.
That's a nice little Glock as well.
It is, isn't it?
That's a Desert Eagle.
I'm trying to remember what's the name of this Desert Eagle skin. I used to
Conspiracy.
know it. Conspiracy, yes! Yes, there you go. I had a Night Desert Eagle. Beautiful, beautiful one.
Yeah, we could never get it in good condition. Oh my god.
Mm.
Always looked like real bad.
Yeah.
That's because of the colors. Same with the whiteouts, are really hard. Yeah, though, the round, yeah, it's pretty much done chilling at this point.
Also, I believe we got our answer. It's Tom Case.
Yeah.
Told you, brother. Trust the Slovenian when it comes to Slavic pronunciations.
I do not. That's the first time I feel like you've been right about anything.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Let's go,
Beastie.
Beastie. Come on, baby. Let's do this.
Captain Kurtka, here's your birthday gift.
Yeah.
A day late. It's been waiting. B-stick his name. And the stiletto in his back.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, this is much better. Sinners are starting a little bit stronger here, looking like they've got a bit of a
B-stick was smiling as
stabilization.
well at the end there.
Yeah, that's a good sign. And like I said, it's gonna have to be a lot of brain as well for Sinners to try and win this. Because Bait, you and I both have seen them plenty enough, know that, you know, once they get the ball rolling, it's really hard to stop them. And once we get that trick on that op, which he actually doesn't play with a lot on the T side, funny enough.
Oh, Alex is absolutely screwed. Mollies and flashbangs taking the fight forward instead as well, Captain.
Oh!
Kurtka tries to trade, but it comes from Headtrick's willpower instead. Back and forth this round at the first 20 seconds is pretty much coming down to the last few. 23 NPL. I don't think they know he's there, but they at least have to keep an eye on the idea that he might be boosted, getting quite up there.
Yeah.
Widely boosted, but he's making a little bit of noise at least, letting them know he's still around the area.
Searching the vicinity for any stragglers to find. Was it him and Headtrick? They try to surf their way through a 2v3.
And they're gonna go towards B, which means B stick is first contact and
Same position again.
Yeah. Surely this
Captain
yeah,
Kurtka's got to be telling him, go check it.
Yeah, don't let him do this again.
Oh, which side is he on?
No NPL. Oh, he's not gonna check it in time, or at least not
yeah,
properly.
God, it's mind games, man.
It is.
Ballsy move, but Beastic gets it. 10 kills to the man. He is definitely starting to play a lot better. Picking up the slack as Bait having to play with pistols once more. We got Deagles, we got maybe a P50 in there. So okay, Sinners. What else you've got on the menu here tonight?
Something divine, perhaps.
Maybe.
Pull out the forbidden apple.
Ooh. Pull out a great sword. Get that smite in there.
Just to cut the apple? That's kind of crazy.
I mean,
But to each of their own.
Perfect
This time
cut.
we're not taking things as fast on the side of Bait, though. Last round, clearly not how they wanted it to go. Although at the same time with Sinners giving them big bloodbath in mid.
This time one side slows down plenty, that's good enough to make sure this round goes a very different way. But in top mid, Oscar with the missed shot is going to make up for it, but that also cost Mikey his life. He had to turn around and spend a little bit of time on the ammunition. This time help comes from Morisco as well, and the round eventually doesn't fold in the favor of Sinners. They are going to keep the round advantage going here.
well, okay,
A little
man.
bit of streak out of the CTs.
Yeah, starting to get back on track a bit. As the early advantage for Bait had been negated. It's going to be coming down to this gun round up next, as we'll see most likely... Now, again, as I said before, Headtrick is not a fan of the op on the T side, so there's a likely scenario we won't even see it until the second half. But that also kind of gives Bait
The chance to be a bit more dynamic in their approach, a bit faster perhaps even, because you don't have to wait for the op. You don't have to let him
peek first, and you know that kind of mentality. You can run in and consistently have that refrag option to you. But in any case, round 10, as we've got Sinners looking at a bit of mid presence once more. We've got, who is that? Mikey? Yeah, Mikey in Underpass finds MPL. That's a big pickup. I'm not sure why there is no presence in middle though. Bait have completely relinquished mid control, and still MPL decides to face him head on.
Let's see how he continues from here on out as well. This is Bait pretty much responding to Sinner's mid control. The relentless utility early on, they're changing up the pace a little bit. But here things are completely different. Now that the Bait are responding to it, they're just letting Sinners control the flow of the game. They're still deciding that they want to keep fighting for mid control. But that's something the Sinners are not going to be leaving control of to pick up at all. It's just an absolute massacre. And bye-bye. Oh, never mind.
Well, it is a massacre regardless, and it's going to be goodbye to Headtrick soon enough. This is different than what I expected. Bait is being played around with.
And it is in fact true that it is not the first time we've seen Bait in a bit of a bad spot at the start of the series. I believe, if you
recall. I'm trying to.
No, you're asking me things about a month and a half or 2 months ago. No, I do
Yeah,
not.
you do not recall. Fair enough. Fair enough. I won't. I won't go as
I
far.
do not recall, Your Honor.
But the last time
I feel like you've asked me that same question so often that
the point is, the last time they played, Bait did lose against them, against Sinners, and it was in, I believe, Series 4? I have to double check, but effectively, it was back in May, at the end of May. And, yeah, maybe Bait still...
Yeah, 30th of May, Bait versus Sinners.
There you go.
Veto included Nuke Inferno Ancient. In Europe 4.
Yeah. So point I'm trying to go for is, you know, maybe Bait is holding some
Old memories to heart, you know, remembering what happened last time they played. They're kind of holding back a bit, hoping to not overstay their welcome. Oscar misses another shot, this time paying with his life. That is massive. A shock is on balcony, about to be popped off. Let's see if he can hold the line. He can. Morisco helps. It's a 4K for the two between them. And MPL on the other side of the map. Absolutely useless position, unfortunately, as
A Mirage classic.
Yeah, it's a standard. This is like playing matchmaking, and one of your teammates is like, "Oh, I'm gonna lurk B," and then the whole team dies, and he's like, "Well, I'm still lurking B." Well, at least he didn't.
Why did you die?
Why did you die so fast, guys? I don't know. Why do you think? But yeah,
I mean, hey, Oscar gave him a chance to survive a little bit longer here as well.
it is true. I don't know why they pushed as much, as aggressively, but at the end of the day, they saw the opportunity, right? They took it. They hoped to get it. But
yeah, they're taking the entry as well. That kill onto Shock on balcony. I mean, close. They do tag him up a little bit.
because if they do get shocked, then Morisco is in trouble. But this time, Hetrick, he decides, you know what? Maybe it's enough of this. Let's get that op out. Delivers the entry and Bait. Well. Back on track almost instantaneously as MPL makes his way safely into underpass under window.
Oscar having to be very careful what happens next. AK doesn't want to die in B. As funnily enough, look at Sinner's setup, by the way. They've got 3 players, or had 3 players in B. I'm not entirely sure as to why.
they want to clear out mid again, right? That's what they've been wanting to do every single round, pretty much.
I can respect that. The problem is they are
timing's
not.
off.
Yeah, they are not giving themselves a proper chance, right? P-Stick gets caught. Shock delivers. Double up in play for Sinners. Oh,
Big find for Mikey.
This is massive, though. Mikey can deliver. Can deliver. 2 for him. And all of a sudden, back to a 1v3. Mr. Captain Kurtka, the captain. Let's see if his ship sails, or will it sink on a round like this as he actually gets the bomb down. That's impressive in itself.
Looking for his white whale.
Unfortunately, getting eaten by it.
Yeah, no, this one has a harpoon.
The whale has a harpoon?
Yeah.
Oh! Well,
Talk about the real unedited scriptures. That's the original plot of it.
that's the original plot. Yeah, the whale actually had the
Fights
harpoon.
back.
The whale had a ship of
Sinners.
its own.
Yeah. Enough to get an 8-4 out of the CT side here is fantastic as well to start things off. Let's keep in mind, this is Bait's map pick. We're heading into this one talking about how well Bait overall plays, how good their map pool has been looking recently. Well, right now, things ain't all of that, unfortunately for them.
I mean, Caster's curse is real, so maybe we've gone a little bit too
Give
far.
him time. Give him time.
I know. I agree there, absolutely. But, you know, magic.
Just let him cook.
The magic we wield is true and powerful. It's the magic of old. The magic of words. Love the timeout. I'm a bit surprised, to be fair, that Bait hasn't used the secondary timeout in that first half. It took them, you know, possibly the loss by surprise. So the fact that they didn't take more than, well, that they took only the 1 timeout is a bit shocking. But hey, Sinners, the side, Pistol. Let's see the plan. We've got Morisco with the utility buy, B-Stick as well, perhaps. There is a PT-50 in shock, so he dropped... Ah, never mind. It's actually Beastie that drops the utility. Yeah, now I see it. Interesting split. Oscar into underpass. We got B-stick on top mid, and the rest focusing on A. So this is going to be an A split kind of play. That smoke will help. They might be looking for a mid... the mid of side smoke, right, for the plant. There's a flash. Here comes the contact, and here comes the push.
NPL, USP. Headshot number 1. In the window as well. There goes Oscar out of the round being sent. As the center side down a man, but not for long. They're fighting. Try to still retain some sort of control over this round. Mikey being pushed into awkward fights he just not ready for. With the B-stick in the 1 versus 2, he has at least one man low. His name's Alex. 3 HP to his name. Captain Kurtka as well. 1 good headshot. Try to scout the site. Looking for the first one. It should be 1 body shot, but Captain Kurtka walking around. The headshot comes through. It's going to deny the clutch bait. A potential comeback comes from this now.
Definitely possible. No bomb plant means no force buy for Sinners, so a 6-8 result should be on the board soon enough. Well, we've got, surprisingly enough, 2 FAMASs. Would have expected perhaps 1 more MP9 rather than a FAMAS and full utility belt. Round 14. Starting off with mid-presence, run boost. Good nade. I gotta be careful here. And they will be. Single loss. It's acceptable under the circumstances. Expected 6th. And here begins the true trial for bait. As we said, T side for Mirage should have been the better side for them. Okay, you know, it doesn't go as well. CT side, let's see if they can make it happen. Up against full AK repertoire, we've got quite a little bit of utility as well. I'm expecting a bit of a mid-take from Sinners, smoke into window kind of thing. Maybe top con. Actually, no mid-control. Actually, in fact, a full A take. I like the idea. They're faking out bait, and they're doing it gracefully here. This is the, you know, this is the idea I kind of went with initially. Sinners are going to have to outsmart bait, and they certainly have the experience to do so. With B-stick shot calling, you're looking at years of experience. And contact play on A, perfect decision as well. No idea for bait right now. They've already lost half of the site.
Yeah, NPL at least has quick assistance. Or offers that assistance to Captain Kurtka, but not so fast apparently, because Captain Kurtka can't deliver even 1. That's a big miss. NPL, seeing if you can find anyone in the open. There's at least 1, but the bomb planter still comes through. They can't be stopped. Looking at 4v4 for the Sinners to try and close things out. There's a couple of issues here. Namely, 1 is B-stick in mid. He's already got Alex to himself. Nearly a second as well, but he's wasted the time of the CT's clock, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Molotov's going out to clear some positions. 2 plays in CT. Flash 1 goes out. No swing with it, but Marisco up close. AK1, make it 2. And that seems like it's all enough. Can't do anything else about it. NPL out of the round. The Sinners, they do convert this one as well. They might lose the pistol, but not the force buy.
And that was a massive decision coming out of Sinners actually to go contact A. Because it gave no idea, like they gave no info to bait until it was already too late. With Captain Kurtka being, not Captain Kurtka, excuse me, Hetrick being caught first. And obviously Captain Kurtka being locked in con. They really set the stage for the win. 9-6, the Sinners are looking to continue that success. We got the op-out for Hetrick. This time, a bit of a different approach. Sinners, 2 players into underpass, 2 players onto top mid. Seems like they want to split for deep mid control. And you can see how worried Bait are of another A play, right? Again, they readjust. They're thinking it could be another A execution. In fact, it's not. With Oscar and, excuse me, Shock in B house. Now with the bomb joining him, there's going to be a short split. B-Stick makes the calls on point. Oh, Alex is dead. Oh, never mind. Wins the duel.
Just better. Not that much better. Mac 10 able to finish him off, and on the B side, Essential.
Oh, there's the
Sharp for
anchor.
1 and 2. Even Morisco now has been heard. That M4. He's thinking about how to fight against it. Problem is, first one found. The second of the swing needs to be instantaneous and quick. For the second to react, Essential got himself a 3k for the round as well. It's not bad. Round of 17. It starts up next. And debate, right, this round could have been broken immediately as well from here. Had Alex not gotten even one. You never know how things could have gone. But Essential, he does a wonderful job at least when it comes to defending the site. Plays it so goddamn well. And with this, that is 7-9 the scoreline. Fighting back, keeping it close. Bait their map pick. We expected better than what we saw from the start of it. Felt like they got a bit fixated on mid with the T side, but now they can do as they please if they just trust those retakes enough when it comes to it.
Yeah, and obviously...
And so far for this one at least, mid is going well.
Indeed it is, and not to mention the fact that Essential plays a beautiful anchor position, holds his line, and that's pretty much all there is to it at the end. And we are about to tie the score up. Rebuy coming up for Sinners. It's going to be a bit lacking. I believe Mikey... No, not Mikey, excuse me. Okay, never mind. He got a drop. He had more money than I expected, but fair enough. A little bit of lack of util on Oscar and B-Stick. But this is the opportunity for Sinners to shut down Bait again. Can they do it, though? There's a better question, perhaps. There's smoke into window, smoke into top mid. And 3 players move out on mid itself. Oh, MPL. That is the nasty check of Delpan. Free kill. Onto Shock as well. Essential still alive. Finds a second. Oh. My man is holding the line. As I said before, his KST is insane. Even if his stats are not the best, even if he's sometimes negative in KD, he plays his roles very well.
You were talking about Captain Kurtka back then.
Also Essential. I was talking about the worst rated player, which technically is Essential statistically on HLTV.
Yeah. By 0.01.
By 0.01, exactly. But point in hand is...
Yeah, fair enough.
Both Captain Kurtka...
Yeah, he does his roles really well. Here as well, right? A 3k
yeah.
previously, now a 2k.
And what I'm trying to say is the anchors are doing their job. Right, and that's the point. That's the beauty of this team, is their anchors are solid enough to hold the line until the rest of the team arrives for the reinforcements. Not to mention, it's a bit of a mistake from Sinners, obviously, either not Molotoving or checking car, but...
It definitely felt like a hasty play in some ways, but they tried, it failed. Now they have to
try again.
Reap the consequences of their own actions.
They're gonna test Essential again, by the way. Ooh, this smoke is gonna do him no justice at all.
Yeah, that's a bit of a rough one. Right now he has nothing, only his AK to trust in, but that fails quickly with the second round on short. Alex being forced back. Out of a couple of fights, he's just testing that. I don't know why he's jumping. Skipper overlap back and forth, apparently. That's his idea.
That is so
good
ballsy.
time. Sight hold from NPL. He's doing well. A 3k for himself is already. And Shock stuck on the side is going to be taken down by Alex eventually from short. That is just crazy. The way Alex is jumping back and
can't
forth.
wrap my head around that, actually. This is ballsy as hell.
That's what you do when your opponent has a deagle and you know he's got like 2 bullets in the magazine and your teammates are running at him. You're just there to bait out those last bullets.
Can't catch this. Da. Or can't, wait.
Touch this.
Can't touch this, yeah, sorry. There we go, yeah.
Close enough. You just don't know the lyrics. I feel like that's been established.
That's been
recently.
established for a very long time. Even though I should, but...
Nonetheless, we continue into our next round, because now it's double digits for bait.
And this is where Sinners are in a bit of a kerfuffle.
Say it. Say it right.
Kerfuffle.
They're in a pickle.
In a pickle. Okay, fair enough. In a pickle. If they had Pickle Rick, things might look better, but right now, they'll need more than that.
That wasn't funny.
Oh, come on. I got a Rick and Morty shirt on. Of course I'm gonna make
I
a Rick
noticed.
and Morty.
I didn't want to say anything, but I noticed.
Of course I'm gonna have at least one reference to it.
And now the meta commentary is too much.
Oh, MPL.
Yeah.
Nade in hand.
And Nate in his hands, they were thinking about pushing through. Oscar does get shredded eventually by Alex, who's just the... He's just the guy. He's just the ladder room's a big guy. Always there, it seems.
And they know about the jungle player. They saw Mikey step into it. So they got the info. Captain Kurtka, look at this. Oh, the timing as well as the C4 drops. Beastic might have gotten Alex, but Hetrick expects Mikey. Finds Shock out of Palace. Those are big kills that really put down Sinners. As all of a sudden the Czech team is having trouble finding any sort of footing that is cold enough. Or, oh my god, solid enough. Words are hard when it's late at night.
It's 9:15 over at your place. Come on.
It's late, man. I should be in bed by 10.
Grandpa Gaming, B-Stick though, he's still young, he can still do this. 1v2, but he's not reading the position of his first opponent well. Hedrick. HE. That's gonna be enough.
Prevents the plant as well.
Securing 11 for bait. The 4-8 comeback is more than solidified at this point, and they're already about to steal this first map now. Well, not really steal, but the way it started at least. Making the comeback happen. They've done well enough so far. Beastic, he's been performing well on his own as well. But needs a couple more plays to step up. We've seen some rough time from Oscar. Needs to step up as well, right? We expect a lot out of him. We put a lot of pressure on just his name alone, right? He's been in the game for a long time. But not been the man for a good while, unfortunately. But well, we do know at least. Back to your home, by the way. You can take a look at the Hell Case.
Yep.
Go to CCT. You can check out what they have at the top of bonus of 10%. All are for new and old users. They've also got giveaways going on. You can check that out in the banners below the description.
They've been with us for a very long time.
Been supporting, making these CCTs happen, paying my bills in a way.
Exactly.
So if you're interested, if you know what you're doing, check them out. Case opening website for those who don't know.
Be responsible. Be of age, aka 18 plus usually, depending on the country. And bet responsibly with your money. Don't waste the money for utilities or food or rent if you don't have it. Have fun. Don't be mad. In any case, Hetrick, well, is going to make Sinners mad as Alex is fully blinded at triple, gets clapped, and there's no way they expect Captain Kurtka here as well. They don't. Ooh. This is
still dealing damage.
Closer than it should have been.
No man's land.
Yeah. Oscar's, Morisco's going to be able to retrieve it. Might actually get the bomb down as he pulls out the Tech 9. Fake plan, tries to peek, but Essential expects it. And round 12 is here for the side of Bait. And initially, I was worried, right? I was like, damn, Bait, what's happening? But it seemed like they just needed a few rounds to get back on track, to wake up and get the game going for them. As Sinners, unfortunately, they started strong. They really looked good. 8-4 in the halftime is as good as it gets for them. Unfortunately, it is only the pistol they picked up so far on the T side, as Bait is consistently shutting them down.
Yeah, they've still put up a good first map nonetheless, but the problem is, right, it's only one round they've got in the second half.
Yeah.
Bates coming out with a big CT half. Now, we don't know what to expect here. What to expect from map number 2, but what we do know is that we expect the debate to take the series. They're at least proving things on their map, even if it was a slow start.
They've still got it.
Not unusual.
Ooh.
Hedrick, though, with a leg shot, is gonna get taken down and punished for it, as Oscar finally decides to wake up here. 1, 2, and 3, all going to him so far in the round.
Alex needs to be very careful.
Central again, though. Him defending the B side, doing pretty damn well. Oscar and Shock in a 2v2. Let's see what they got here. Essential, I don't think he heard the jump, but at least gotta be thinking about it.
Question is, does Alex realize they've made their way into jungle, into CT? Right? Does he?
Timing's everything.
It is. And, oh, he's moving into Robs. Does, oh, back turn.
yeah,
oh,
no. Oh, no! Oh,
diving
no!
shock, no! Oh,
Oh, man.
worst case scenario.
And Oscar can't even go. He's just done, yeah. No time. All he can do is burn. Up in
GG.
flames. Map number 1. That's how it goes for Sinners.
Yes, it does, and of course, that's all there is to it for Mirage. We've got Inferno up next, though Ixner is gonna break down what the hell happened here and how it came down to Bait actually. Never mind that. We'll be going to a short break instead, and we'll be back with Inferno as we return in about 10 minutes' time.
Trying to get the skin of your dream for a long time but can't get it in any way? On our website you have a unique opportunity to get your favorite knife. Users on our site can hand out skins themselves, and participants need to fulfill some simple conditions. For example, watch a video or buy a case on our website. After that, you automatically become a member of the distribution. Go to the user giveaways tab and do what you like. Hellcase.
Do you have any unnecessary skins or want to sell them? Try SkinPlace. Visit the website, select the skins you want to use. Easily fill your Steam trade link. Make sure we offer good prices and choose a payment method. Hit the button and boom! Instant cash. Safety. Low commissions. Instant payouts. SkinPlace.
You go.
And we're back, everybody. Welcome to the first day of the playoffs here at the CCT second season Europe 6 series. My name's Over, joined by Nexus. Unfortunately, we did lose Exner somewhere in the translation, but he'll be back hopefully soon. Yeah, until
He's
the next
gone.
time.
His internet or power has decided to completely cut out, unfortunately.
Press F in chat, right? Or press F to pay respects, or however they say it. Okay, so we
This man
got...
has never played Call of Duty.
I played it...
He does not know, but nonetheless, yeah,
Yes.
we don't have to thankfully yap long. We can instead hop into the game and find out.
What do you mean yap
Inferno
long?
holds.
We've got a whole series ahead of us. Ladies and gents, it's Inferno.
Well, we can yap about the game, but we don't want to yap before the game.
That is
There's a
true.
difference, you know that.
There is. You are correct. And of course, let's see if there's a difference from map 1 to map 2. A Sinner's map pick here. Well, they're going to start off T side. Bait were able to pull back on Mirage and reveal the weakness. And let's see if they can do so again. 90% win rate on Inferno. Bait is absolutely a godlike here. Let's see if Sinners can break some gods like Kratos did.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't really feel that one.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Still a great game, by the way, God of War. Love it. Haven't played Ragnarok yet, but let's see if there will be Ragnarok on A site. It's going to be two players defending, Mini Pit and Broken Wall. MPL about to be tapped out from Palace. Excuse me, from Balcony, from Apps, from Long. It's going to be Shock. Captain Kurtka gets caught.
All over the place, pretty much.
It's done.
Yes, indeed. Headtrick in a 1v4. Nothing he can do. Just maybe a kill or two at least. Add a little bit of money for himself. And even that doesn't really feel like it's going to be all that easy, right? He gets that first one on Mikey and immediately Maresco's turning away. Saying he's not exiting apartments. He's not going to run that way. And the round does get done just like that, right? If he had a kit, maybe he would have tried to run out, but even that is wishful thinking.
Terrorists win.
As Sinners, they book the first round of Inferno under their under their belt.
They do. They indeed do. We got ourselves...
Yes, they do.
A great start for the Czech team again. Meanwhile, a 4-spy coming out from Bait. FAMAS for Headtrick. MP9 for Alex. Interestingly, Dualies for Essential. I'm not necessarily a big fan. To be fair, Dualies really have a rapid fall off in quality once you exit the pistol round, so I prefer to see a 5-7.
Call me crazy. I think that that's Headtrick's Dualies.
That is correct. You're correct. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
from the pistol. You're right. Yeah. Never mind then. Yeah.
take that back. You take back the dual Beretta slander.
No, I still will slander dual Berettas all I want, because they are absolute terrible on anything but the pistols, but in this case, I'll allow it. You know? I'll be a merciful god. Let's see if Sinners...
3 minutes.
Ooh, do you think Sinners will be merciful here? I mean... They are gonna go A. That's a fact.
Pretty much with no control toward B and a beautiful flashbang toward the apartments. The actions does start to unfold a little bit. 40 seconds.
Walking into 3 players.
There's still a tough setup to try to deal with as well on that CT side. You have NPL, you have Headtrick behind him. Now Alex in Minipit maybe gets one out of this one. A little bit of chaos added to the mix, but apparently every single one has been dealt with in the exact same instant.
Good reaction, good play, and Sinners off to the races with the second round. I'm really craving an espresso right now, by the way, seeing that Italian flag.
Espresso.
Yeah. Not gonna lie. I mean, I get it. I get it. You guys, you know, you're far from Italy and good coffee's hard to come by. But holy scheisse, you guys have shit coffee. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, nowhere in the Baltics
See,
or
you
in
just
Finland.
haven't,
Yeah.
you just don't know the Finnish way of juhla mokka, and then just go. That's the Finnish mentality. You have one coffee brand, that's all you get.
Uh-huh.
That's the right way.
The only
if
way,
you
right?
drink coffee.
But
I have a better way. I'm better anyways.
You just don't drink coffee. I know.
I just don't drink coffee. I just don't care.
Yeah, exactly. That's the the way to go.
And even if I do, it's not called. It's not that one. It's not juhla mokka.
But is Jula Mokka instant coffee?
No. God no.
Okay, thank God. At least it's not like instant coffee shite. But yeah, I'll be honest. It was very, very sour. All the coffee we drank was very, it didn't have that creamy feeling of a proper coffee, but all very sour, very bland in a way. Very expensive as well. But then again, you are up
Skill
north.
issue.
Skill issue. You are correct. You are correct.
Yeah, I mean, the whole Finnish coffee consumption per capita, whatever, it's pretty much insane. So I think there's a difference in taste.
Possibly.
That's also what we get toward the B side, because Sinner Status decided to waltz right on in, saying they would like this one instead. And Base, unfortunately, they don't get to say anything about it.
They got a taste in B, man. Want to see how that tastes, taking it. Sinners, pretty straightforward take. Good clear up as well. Trading only B stick for it. Everything going splendidly so far. A 3-0 start. What better way to begin Inferno on T side? Okay, pretty straightforward again. MPL, does he retrieve a weapon? He does not. And we've got ourselves the first gun round. 5 M4s. A little bit of util, single defuse. Would love to see perhaps one more defuse kit. Let's say Headtrick sells the helmet, buys a kit. I'd get behind that. But in any case, let's see where we're headed. Round 4. Very defaulty. Sinner so far not looking to be overly aggressive. Second smoke into banana, I believe.
Yeah, just the util back and forth. It's pretty much just standard Inferno. Although Morisco, that's a little bit too early. Does get punished out toward the A side. Molly does not catch head trick, but with a flashbang, they're thinking about the boost, but they do need to check it. And with that bait and switch, it couldn't have been any better. The flashbangs, they had to throw themselves. They couldn't go with it. And as such, they've caused quite a bit of issues for the side of Sinners, where Mikey has to come up with a 1v4, which will never happen here. We'll try to recover this round. It's going to be the bait side who are going to pick up their first round on that CT side. Now to put a dent in the Sinners, well, starting streak, if you want to call it that. I don't really know if this would even consider a streak, right? It's just a pistol and follow-up rounds.
Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty standard opener.
Yeah, it's just the start. Yeah, it's not a streak.
I mean, I
not
think
in this case.
I think the problem is we got used to not having 30 rounds anymore. So you know, 3 rounds is kind of a lot in this scenario. So we tend to overhype it, I guess, at times. Or at least
it's just weird.
It is weird. I miss 30 rounds, man. Can we just go back to how it used to be, the good old days?
No, I actually like this more.
I mean, yes, it's not.
In a way, in some cases I like it more. In some cases I like it less.
Look, when I'm watching it, sure. When I'm playing it, absolutely not. I'd prefer 30 rounds. I actually would. Not even joking. I played a few games of CS today. Played quite a little bit of 20 plus K. I'm now 21K back on matchmaking, so there's that on Premier. Been able to grind that back. Not gonna lie, man. People have dropped off in quality massively. Like, there's so many idiots, to say the least. People are just dumb. I forgot.
Oh, we want to hear a fun fact. That's what everyone thinks.
Nope, no fun fact there. Just facts. It's gonna be B-Stick with a fact on head trick, but let's see if there's gonna be a double or triple MPL. Just 2. Is it enough? Yes, Alex delivers as Essential goes through the smoke. And it's gonna be back to a 1v1. Oscar, 30 seconds, switches to the AK. Alex, they know he was in church.
Massive find, now down to the last man on both sides. Oscar, though, he's threaded the needle through CT, and Alex seems to have realized this as well. Unless he's going through the church, he's all the way on A as well, but he can't really afford to make noise now. Until he gets the confirmation. Has to hold a shift, realizing there's a bit of a fumble into the round, and now up for the clutch. To let that CT side keep building rounds early. I even like the way Oscar is playing this. Wants to know if he can hear any information through mid, if there's anything he can work with early on. So far the answer is no, he doesn't have anything. But a quick tap. Great read on the situation from Alex. He holds! But it's Oscar who comes through instead. A sharp headshot. And a frustrating round for the CTs here. NPL nearly puts up 3. Alex, Essential. They do exactly what they need to as well on the B side, but it's still a 1 versus 2 that Oscar comes out with. And Sinners, they're already giving this a case on why they should be headed toward a nuke here, why there should be a 3rd map. With a start like this, it's definitely
they're biting
headed in that direction.
Yeah, they're definitely pleading their case very well, and so far Bait has yet to have a rebuttal that is worth a while. So I'm kind of eager to see once we get the op out, once we get the a few of the rounds out of the way. It seems like obviously again Bait is taking a bit longer than expected to see where the hell we end up going. Maurice Scott, great double. Oh man, the 5-7 so good at close range. Mikey doesn't check the full corner. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's see if Sinners can still win this with the fact that they've lost 2 rifles already. Hetrick has the MP9. They've all got Kevlar. There are 2
They've
smokes
also
available.
lost the bomb site.
They did lose the bomb site. That is true. But this is a wide swing from Shock. And Alex finds Morisco. That's the C4. That's what I'm talking about. B-Stick, 1v3. My man's going to have to go huge here. As he peeks in, he peeks out. That's it.
That is crazy.
It is.
It is crazy, right? We're looking at it in the 3v3, right? Maybe there's something. There's a whole bomb site that has to be retook, but I don't think it mattered in the end. It's just 1 and 2. Morisco and is shocked out just walking into the opener there. Yeah, just absolutely deleted. Tried to help each other out, but suddenly it's 3 players fighting you. And nothing that could be done. Bait. They've managed to secure themselves that second round, and they're right as we're starting to hype up Sinners a little bit, saying, yeah, they're gonna try to cook up something themselves. Make sure that this first half ends very convincingly. Suddenly, no.
It's over. Yeah, that's
A massive round win.
pretty crazy, not gonna lie. Pretty crazy the fact that they can pick this up. And as I said, right, they're having to deal with pistols at the start, losing a few players randomly, and unfortunately, even with the loss of the B site, it seems like Sinners took a little while too longer to get onto site itself. Then Shock, White peeks into CT, no support. In comes not B-Stick, Morisco, low HP, 1 bullet, he goes down, and all of a sudden we got ourselves round 7 with Bait looking to aggro second mid through apps. Beautiful shutdown of Shock and Mikey. They do not allow any sort of control to be extracted from it. And Bait is back on track, baby. They don't seem to be bothered by the early loss at all. Which
No,
is
they
also a
don't,
testament to their quality, right?
Yeah, NPL and Hendrick again, they continue even further. All the way to beyond here, pretty much. As this round is pretty much as well slapped now Sinners a death sentence for this early part of the game. Their economy's gone, they can not afford anything, right? They've got 2.4k loss bonus, even an upgraded pistol is going to be a bit of a stretch here. And that's something they're thinking about as well. So this is going to be 4-4. Up next, we're going to be instead looking at the meat and potatoes, the actual real interesting parts of the game. Well, we need to know exactly what it is that the Sinners do want to come back and answer with, right? It's them that we instead up next look toward to give us some sort of case on why they won't let the game slip. If not, win the round, get a bomb platter, make it close, make it interesting. But for this round, there is not going to be any sort of question. It's just an easy mowdown. Hendrick, let's go ahead and clean up that 4k as well.
Straightforward.
Very much so, yeah. And so now we head towards round number 9. This is where the interesting part comes to happen as well that we're talking about. The guns are coming out.
Well, this is, it should technically be Sinners in a decent position with 4 rounds. I think we can all agree when I say that 4 rounds T-side starting off is great, no matter which team has it, but the fact that you're on T-side and have 4, good. Problem is, look at the money, look at what they have, right? So this round is kind of dependent, or is, well, the future is kind of dependent on this round as well, rather what I want to say. And Sinners losing here would most likely translate into Bait taking at least a 6-4 advantage, and then everything can just kind of start collapsing afterwards. It's hat-trick, MPL, how are these kills coming through? All of a sudden, the advantage is lost for Sinners. Oof. This is crazy. I gotta say, confidence is key, as you say yourself, but right now, Sinners are still somehow making it out alive. 2 versus 2. A site about to be lost as B-Stick is approaching through apps. The bomb on its way. And of course, the side of Oscar taking a look. Although this timing... Ooh, that is vital.
Ooh. I'm surprised B-Stick goes that forward as well there. He wanted to clear Boiler completely, and he did find the kill he needed to. Also leaves NPL at a 1 versus 2. Oh, there has been plenty of damage dealt, and HE onto B-Stick could get rid of him if placed correctly, but he is hiding it down to one mini-pit instead. And with Oscar holding the line, they should be in the bag. And... come on. And... he's not going for it.
Nah, I don't think he wants to try this. He's got full full
Exits are
utility.
absolutely good, though.
I mean, he's
Unless he wanted to
Dosia.
ninja.
Maybe Dosia. Oh, they were both low though. So
Oh,
no
he's
Dosia.
trying! Oh my god! He gets that kill, he defuses as well. Oh my god.
Ooh. Yeah.
He tried to doge it, you saw him pull out the nade.
I mean, thing is, if it was long plant and they had a little bit more HP, maybe they can make it out alive. But at the end, I forgot the fact that they raised the bomb radius, so I was like, wait a minute, they can't. Yeah. But you can survive, if it's long plant, you can survive at 100 HP.
Yeah, I think
you're
you're
kept
left
like
with
14?
20 to 30.
Something like that, yeah. Between,
Yeah,
I think it's
around
like
20.
Yeah, basically negligible amount. So
Yeah.
point is, it could have worked, but that wasn't the case.
Good attempt. Either way, Sinners, like
Yep.
I said, they barely got out of that one. From the initial start of it all, it did look a little bit awkward, but hey, all good.
Good recovery, given the fact that Oscar walks out A alone. You know, things could have gone very wildly different, but... Oh, grenade!
Util.
What is this
Good
wide
push.
swing? Captain
What?
Kurtka just goes wide, absolutely, finds a third as well! My man went 0 and 5, and now he goes 3 and 5. What is this? The tank.
Oh no.
Bye!
Yeah, he just looks at it. Nah. Not moving.
He knows he's dead, he's just thinking of his past mistakes. Thinking of the past that happened to him. This move right here by Captain Kurtka, the fact that he gets the first, okay, cool. The second, he somehow gets the upper. I don't know if he was flashed or not.
It must have been, yeah. I think it was
Must have
just
been, right?
barely.
Yeah.
I think I saw a slight dab from Oscar. Rubbing his eyes.
Yeah. Got a bit of sand in there. Ooh, good molly as well. Perfectly timed. He hears the
Fantastic.
burn.
Captain Kurtka as well, right?
No
There's
bad
a flash
angle.
bang.
Very bad
Oh.
angle. But it's enough.
Yeah, Flash was late.
Very late. Also, not to mention, his positioning was horrible for this. Worst
Yeah,
possible.
that's pretty much that pretty much now comes down to the timing of that flashbang and the fact that he says, oh, they're running through the Molotov, so Essential has to panic that half a second to throw the flashbang. It's just a little bit of
Yeah.
just a gimmick thing, but it's not going to cost them anything in the actual round of the game itself. But it's got to be 6-5 again. Mirage, what was it? 8-4?
8-4 for Sinners. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, made an 8-4 comeback. Who's to say Sinners couldn't make a
Very
6-6?
one-sided.
And even 7-5. Who knows how this goes? Oscar.
In trouble.
Poser
Lucky
getting
to be
shot
alive.
at. Head trick takes the fight as well with the smoke being blown
Ow.
open. It's 1-2. The
Oh.
CT side still offering up more fights. Essential knows one's up close, a little bit of pre-fire.
What are we watching?
And back and forth. That's what's taking this round to the extremes. Aggression. This is not the first time the round's been down to, 5-4 players in the first 30 seconds, by the way. Oh, Shock is gone.
Oh, MPL is like, peek me if you dare.
Oh,
Peek
yeah.
me!
Alright, calm down, Smooya. Shock, though, has managed to divert an escape from the apartments pretty damn well. NPL is not going to catch his timing, but he's looking for any stragglers. He knows there's one toward A somewhere. If Shock's gone towards mid or A, he doesn't know, but that is at least one he's managed to find. Second man, last man, in the 1 versus 3. Wants to wait out the Molotov. Playing it smartly. Still thinking there is another man in pit, but it's NPL whose smarts get the better of him. Thinking about what if he's lurked out the apartments. Yeah, he was watching behind you the entire time, but the timing works out for the CT side. It's 7-5. And all good into the end here for Bait, right? They did struggle in the beginning as a 3-1, 4-1, whatever it was. But they do pull it back in the end.
The fact that they pull it into a 7-5 is very good for Bait, given that it was 4-0 at one point, given that Captain Kurtka was 0-5. You know, it didn't look as convincing, it didn't look as good. But they come full circle. And 7 rounds T-side to begin. Not bad at all. Especially if they get the pistol, things are going to be on the up and up. As we have a tactical timeout. On the up and up for you guys. Yeah?
Would you say Essential went... or would you say Captain Kurtka went from 0 to hero?
Yes, he did. That one round, that was a winning move that really put the nail... Not
It's been bothering me you didn't say for the past 3-4 rounds. I just got to get it out there.
I know.
Get it out of my system.
I actually I had a T-shirt that I bought in Greece when we were on a party cruise for a week. That had the from zero to hero. Flexing there. And usually it went from hero to 0 for me, because then I zeroed out at the end of the night. But
From 0 to hero to 0.
From 0 to hero back to 0, and in the morning.
Oh, wait, hold. This is
I don't know.
Crazy. Zeus on the pistol.
I cannot shock. What is this?
This is actually insane, I think.
And I think he gets a kill. I think he's gonna get a kill. Like, I think he actually gets it.
Oscar's on the balcony, I think, ready to help. He's got a man in boiler. No instant trade. So, okay.
Oh.
Okay, sure. I mean, that's still a 2 for 2 somehow, or 3 for 2. Oh, shock, I guess. He buys a little bit of time. That should have been the play from Boiler who gets that.
Yeah.
Like, he should have had it a little bit easier with the duel. He struggled somewhat. Well, talk about crazy. Shock was crazy once. It locked him into the apartment with the Zeus.
The fact that he has the balls to pull it is amazing. Ow. Ow. That's not how that's supposed to go.
Starts to hurt.
Oh, they know. Norisco gets it. Oh. Oof. Oh, this is gonna leave a mark.
Out.
Sent home, more like, soon.
Yeah, Bait. There's 5 rounds to send the Sinners home. A round of 16 here, still starting the first day of the playoffs. Tomorrow we're gonna have a couple more games. I'll actually list a couple of the games, or the games that we will have tomorrow, for those wondering. In case you don't know how to view
Look
those.
at the schedule, yeah.
Starting for today, tomorrow, we're gonna have at 11 a.m. Central European Summertime, Monty versus Team Space, followed by Sangal versus Permita.
That's
then
gonna. I have to correct you. It's gonna be Fnatic versus Sampi at 2 o'clock. And then
you're right. Sorry.
No worries, no worries. Just so people don't get
Fnatic
confused.
Sampi at 2 p.m. Central European Summertime. Then Sangal Permita added to close out today. Gaming Gladiators was Passion UA. So if any of those strike your fancy, follow the channel, stick around maybe.
Make sure
tomorrow. Don't actually stick around the entire night, but
I mean, get
come
some
back
sleep,
tomorrow.
please. Yeah, come back tomorrow. We'll see you here at 5. Me and Nexus will be here. I believe Exner is with us as well tomorrow. Hopefully his power will be back by then.
It would be a travesty.
First world country, my ass.
Greatest country on earth? No way.
No way, bro. But, yeah, this, I mean, it's pretty straightforward right now. Sinners, this gun round, it is vital. It is one of those that we like to call a must-have. Or it's a goodbye round. Let's see. Bait on long. Mikey holds the line in boiler, but not for long.
Oh, no.
Shock is about to be shocked.
Dead.
One, yeah. Not enough.
The electric chair came for him.
Ooh. It's payback for the Zeus, you know. The fact that he buys the Zeus, they're like, you know what? We'll get ya.
I just can't get over the Zeus, man.
I can't as well. I hate the Zeus. I genuinely do not like that weapon. And it's not like...
Thought of CS2 was good, then they decided, yeah, we're just gonna nerf it terribly.
Like, the range decrease feels like it's...
It's just unusable.
Yeah, exactly. The thing is, it's such a situational weapon that rarely do you actually get to use it. Like, rarely will you have the chance to use it properly. And most of the time, you're gonna either miss, or it's gonna be, okay, you get one, what about the 2 players after the first you kill, right? It's such a... I feel like it's a waste of $200. You would rather have another flash for that. And some will be saying, but it's a weapon that you get a free kill with for $200. Yes, it is. I don't disagree with that, absolutely. But the same can be said for the Deagle. You pay $700 and you can have 5 headshots, but you gotta hit them. So, you know, what is it gonna be, kind of thing. But at least,
old man.
at least with the Deagle, you got... oh my
Stop
god,
yelling
look,
at the clouds.
Look, the Zeus is bought again. Oh my god, who bought it? This time it's... Who was that? Is it Essential? Is it... Oh...
I'm guessing it was
It's NPL. NPL has the Zeus. Might have picked up... Oh, I think they might have had it still from Shock from the pistol. Oh, God. Oh. But, sorry. Yeah, I mean,
old man yelling at
old
clouds
man
here
yelling
on
at the Zeus.
on July 25th. Making headlines for tomorrow's newspapers.
Old man still kicks your ass in CS, bruh.
Bro, I don't even
Easy.
play. I don't want to play. I don't
Skill
like
issue.
how CS2 ruined it.
Skill issue, brother.
Man, bring back KZ. They just forgo half the game.
No, I agree there. I absolutely... You're right. You're right.
Watching it is fun, but I don't like playing it.
Playing it feels...
10,000 hours, now drained. Let's go. Captain Kurt kind of had a trick. The duo toward the B side. They've cracked it open really quickly. Captain Kurt not even needed this time. We were talking about him as well. By the way, role-wise, he just does what is needed.
Yeah.
He does, as it's colloquially known as, the female dog roles very often. And he does them well. Same with Essential, right? They play anchors, they play the hard entry roles, do whatever they need to do for the team, and it works out pretty much. And they've got a couple of tournament victories and CCTs. They've had a couple of top 4 finishes in a couple of tournaments as well. They've been pretty damn good overall.
They've been truly on a rise. Like, they are doing very well.
They've been kicking
squad.
ass.
Yeah. And, well, they are on the road to greatness with this roster, I think. They really are. Like, everybody's playing super well individually and as a team, you know, led by MPL. As I always like to say, and I know I repeat myself in that sense, MPL leading by example. 19 kills right now, that is truly a fact. As
I mean, the first victory as well in Europe 2 they had, he was the man.
oh, he was
Had an insane performance throughout the entire tournament.
It was sickeningly good. Yeah, he really was.
Rare you actually get to see like roster changes that benefit both teams, right? With Wrinkle to NIP and Headtrick from NIP to Bait.
Best thing they've ever done in their life.
NIP and Bait.
Pretty much, yeah. But I'd say Bait got the better deal at the end. Absolutely, in my mind, they got the better deal. Wrinkle just wasn't working out, no matter how we want to spin that, right? They just had...
No.
Like, they just didn't have the same
Bait?
chemistry.
Okay.
In Bait,
you
I
know
mean.
what,
In Bait, I mean.
Okay, because that's a big difference. Okay, sure, but either way, back to it now, right?
Yeah.
We'll leave that discussion for later if we really run out of things to mention.
For a talk show. Oh,
For
God.
a talk show after hours for no one.
Yeah, after 8. Oh, this is gonna
Minute
get...
left.
Okay,
Yeah, minute left and a Shock finds the first eventually.
Good start. They're still looking to pursue B, though. There's the pop flash. What is Scott? Good
Beautiful
counter
flash as well.
Oh,
Now
B-stick.
needing the support from B-Stick, or not just support, but the actual anchorage.
He needs to deliver massively.
They know he's here. But still finds the timing for the first, 30 seconds. They've got plenty of time to deal with him. Aim as well from Essential, works out for the first kill. HE pretty damn sharp, 30 HP remains, as now 2v3 needs to be done. 1v3 suddenly, as that's too much to handle, because Headtrick, he just got countered through the smoke. Damn, that's Sinner still fighting back. It just feels anticlimactic, I don't know. Headtrick got through a smoke, and Essential doesn't even get a chance to fight. But I'm at least happy to see Sinners fighting back a little bit. This is still their mapping. This is where they're supposed to be better than Mirage. But we're not seeing it. First half again, they were good, same as Mirage. Second half, they are slowing down.
Let's see if Sinners can shut them down now. Oh, Morisco. Ow. And
Big finds though. Oscar, he
They
still
know-
stands on B as well.
they know what to expect. There should be pop flashes flying through the roof, through the smoke here. Although, do they want to pursue that? I think they're smarter than that. Oh, Mikey. If his weapon barrel is seen, luckily not checked by Alex. A lot riding on them holding that second mid. And they've got a
pounce on
lot of
Oscar.
info. Yeah. Like I said, they're going to pounce with a flash. They should soon enough. Oh, no, Oscar. Where is he going? Oh, no. He tried to beat Banana. They have info for mid, and they still...
Yeah, that's a big
I
mistake.
don't get that decision from Oscar. They have all the info from second mid. They're pushing middle, and yet he still decides to flash forward and move forward.
Yeah, that's a big mistake. Like
Big
game
mistake,
losing
yeah.
sort of mistake.
Yeah, it's map and series point about to be for bait, and there is not a lot that can be done, unfortunately, by Sinners for it. Lucky they got a bit of money in the bank, sure. But that
Consolation prize only, 6 in a row needed. That's not a
Yeah.
good sign for Sinners.
it really is not, especially when we got MPL on 20, when you got Hetrick on 15. You know, both Essential and Alex, the two anchors that we talked. Well, not anchors, the two. Well, let's say Essential and Captain Kurtka, the anchors we talked about doing pretty well for themselves, and then Alex on 13. Mikey is not doing too well. Oscar at 6 as well. Individually, just not there, and this is one of the points that I brought up at the start. Unfortunately, individually, Sinners just not on par with Bait, and that is fact. Team-wise, absolutely better when it comes to experience. Absolutely when it comes to tactics and, you know, how to play, sure, but at one point you
Comes
gotta
to
hit those
showing all
shots.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can also take into account Sinners' 2 new players in the roster. But there goes the oldest man. At least the oldest standing member on the lineup. Beestick out. Even fully flash, Captain Kurtka knows where his harpoon needs to be aimed.
Strikes true. The beast is down.
There goes the
Morisco.
smoke from Morisco as well. Yeah, he has a Molotov at least. Those again can slow down Bait if they do head his way. But he's alone. They gotta be fully gambling with the fact that Bait is walking back toward the A site. And I hate that lineup so much. Oh my god.
It's the worst. I don't even want
I
to
hate
get into
this
it.
map's lineups.
They used to be
roofs are
good.
terrible.
They used to be good. Now they're just, I don't know, weird. I have some great lineups for Banana from CT, how to counter util it and retake it. But I haven't
More
bothered
about that
to learn more.
as at 9 in the evening news. But for now, let's see Morisco. Still has that Molotov we're talking about as well.
Where are they
Can't
pushing
slow
the
down if he
smoke?
wants to, but they are just going through the smoke. Captain Kurtka holding W. Going
he
through
going
a couple
to
of
CT?
smokes, and he's going to the CT. Essential toward the boiler, towards barbecue, whatever it was back then, 5 years ago.
is
Now back toward the A
massive.
site, though, with 20 seconds. Alex wants to find the man at the side, but in 20 seconds, this one could be all over. Not even. Morisco, you're dead, you're gone. Sent to the grave, and Captain Kurtka also joins him now toward the A site. There's still one man that needs to be taken care of, but
Not
a
enough
second
time.
too late.
Not enough time.
There is no time. Oh, just enough to be saved. That is down to the wire. NPL offers the assistance a second earlier. The round goes their way. An ambitious plan, to be absolutely sure, but a nice attempt nonetheless. That's not even a second. That's half a second, even less. And so, 7-12, 5 more to go for the Sinners before overtime. One mistake and it's over, they're out.
By the way, I'm looking at Bait on the Valve rankings. They're currently 28th. So
They've been grinding.
they really have been grinding, and I think if they are above 30, they're invited into the close qualifiers, right, for the major.
See,
I think.
you ask a great question, but the thing is, I don't want to worry my own head about that, so I just don't pay attention to it.
I know that. I don't blame you.
See,
don't blame
I'm
you.
not directly afflicted by any of it, so
That is true. That is true. In any case,
I just see what happens.
let's see. 4v5 Sinners again. Hail Mary to save them from. Wait, what happened to the minimap? I like it. All is good. Minimap's still good. Alex
All is
finds Mikey. All is well, ends well. Mikey, Shock, they're down. B-Stick, Oscar left, and it's about to be lights out. Oscar hits the shot. That's vital. 2 versus 2 all of a sudden. Late rotation from B-Stick is a problem. Oh! Woo!
Oh my god!
Oh! Okay, okay. 1v2. Let's see MPL play this. 12 HP. Smoke on too long. Trying to cover his back. Oh, this is going to be massive. Got to be picked up by B-Stick. 8-12. We ain't done yet.
Oh my god. That shot from Oscar is just nasty.
It is. It is. I don't even know how the hell he hit that. I hope we get a replay of it because it was sickeningly good. That was a wall bang through the smoke. Like,
Into the dome.
into the dome. I'm trying to ascertain what he wall banged. Was it the side box? Was it the edge of the
Mini pit wall.
mini pit wall? Yeah. Was it? I'm
Yeah.
just trying to.
Let's find out.
Okay, first shot. Great one. Very hard to hit, but he hits it. Blinded. Opens up the smoke. And yeah, it's mini pit. Oh my god.
Never even, I don't know if he even saw him. I don't think he saw him.
No, he didn't see him. He just randomly shot. He took the, took the shot like maybe he hits, and he hit. Well played. Well done. Damn. 4 more to go. We got overtime. Maybe a third map, man. Nuke is around the corner. As Sinners are fighting for survival. They're fighting for that round of 8.
You know what else is around the corner?
I don't know.
Death.
Tell me. Death. Yeah, sure.
Carnage.
Black cloak with a
Disappointment.
scythe.
A lot of emotions. And Captain Kurtzka is the first to go.
There's no way they know about that trick. Yep.
Quick boost.
Yep.
Make it a double.
Oh.
That's how rounds are decided. That's why Banana is so deadly. In 5 seconds, he can decide an entire round. But in this case,
By the way,
an entire
C4 still in
game.
T-base. Or under
Bomb
T
needs to be
house.
picked up indeed. And NPL. He's heard rotations. Essential. He's seen the smoke or the barrel. Trying to get through. The AK is wild. It's spraying. It is going. But they know both are on B now.
Yeah, they're
They
like,
never committed to this. The bomb in T-spawn is a blessing. It's
played.
NPL. He's made it a play. And the only thing around the corner is the end of the series.
1v2 Oscar, 15 HP. He's going to have to repeat some crazy shots. In Graveyard, it is the Gravekeeper, MPL. He's going to dig a grave for sure for Oscar as Alex is waiting
Join
in
the
apps.
mausoleum.
There we go. And that's it. That's GG. That's lights out for Sinners as they are eliminated from the playoffs of Series 6 of Europe as Bait take the win 2-0 and put themselves into the quarterfinals.
Yes, they do. They've got their opponents still to be determined, but Sinners, they unfortunately know there is no more for them. And as such, we move on from the day on into the next one, as that is all we had for today. But we still got more, right? As mentioned,
Yeah.
we gotta find out who's gonna be facing off against our winners of today. Who's gonna be facing against 9Z, Mouse NXT, or Saw, and now Bait. We're gonna find those out tomorrow as well. We've got, as mentioned, we can take a look at the schedule, I think.
As well,
Maybe,
let's first overview the bracket. Yeah, let's see
yeah.
the playoffs bracket, of course.
That works. So, tomorrow, 9Z, they're gonna find their opponents, Mouse, Bait, and Saw, every one of those. But in order of who's going first, it's going to be Monty versus Space on the top left right there. There we go, right below them. Or to the right side, excuse me, with Sampi and Fnatic. then Sangal, Permita on the bottom left and on the bottom right, Gaming Gladiators, Passion UA to find out who's facing against Saw as well. A lot of action coming. The playoffs are just begun. We've got a couple of more days over this, however. So make sure you do tune in whenever you do get the chance, because Counter-Strike is not going to be stopping for a good while. Player break is over, back to action instead. That's the way we go.
And yeah, as you said, player break's over. Everybody's ready to get in the action, start grinding for the Valve ranking, which is soon to be very, it's going to be determining some of these teams' futures. And of course, we've got some major tournaments in the near future as well. Some teams are going to be grinding for the qualifiers of that, and we'll see how that goes. Of course, Bait, I'm sure they'll be vying to get into those. But with that being said, that is the end of the day. 4 best of 3s done. First 4 best of 3s of the playoffs here finished. We'll be back tomorrow, as mentioned, at 11 Central European Summer Time. Until then, be well, be good, get some sleep, and be seeing you tomorrow. Over and out.
You look into your inventory and there's only... It's time to forget about this garbage. Here you will find everything to play with really cool skins. Open top cases, upgrade dropped skins, and turn your junk into a cool gun using the contract system. Every day, thousands of people upgrade their inventory with us. Hellcase.com. Look at yourself in a new way.
Do you have any unnecessary skins or want to sell them? Try Skinplace. Visit the website, select the skins you want to use. Easily fill your Steam trade link. Make sure we offer good prices and choose a payment method. Hit the button and boom! Instant cash. Safety. Low commissions. Instant payouts. Skinplace.